Outlander Book to Show Changes Part 2. My biggest complaint is the omittance of the magic and fantasy elements of the story. There are always like underlying themes in the show, but they never really delve into it. For example, the blue light power, which we see Master Raymond use to heal Claire, is very vague, and we don't understand in the show that Claire also has this power. In fact, she uses it to bring Jamie back from the dead and try to save other lives as well. Joni, Marcelly's sister and Jamie's stepdaughter, has the power of sight. The entire reason that she chooses to go to the convent in France is because she thinks it's a calling, since the voices in her head are giving her prophetic visions. Because Claire gets called back to America, Michael, who is Jenny and Ian's oldest son, escorts her to France. They build a relationship, and she ends up being kidnapped by Comte Saint-Germain, who is also a time traveler and can see the blue auras. Your prophecy is completely different in the books. There is no 200-year-old baby. Too much for this video, but I did an entire video on this if you're interested. Bree and Roger's children are extremely powerful, specifically Mandy. Hopefully we'll see this play out in the upcoming seasons, but her and Jemmy are telepathically connected. She can guide people through the stones. She can see blue and red light auras. She can talk to animals. One of the reasons that Frank is so hated is because he is terrible in the books. He's also extremely racist. Jenny actually does travel to America with Jamie, and there's just so many great storylines there that I'm not sure we're ever gonna see. Jamie and Claire are finally reunited after 20 years, and she is showing him pictures of Brianna. It's a very tender moment in the books where he puts his head on Claire's shoulder and is basically sobbing looking at pictures of his daughter. He is a significantly more flawed character, and he skirts the line of consent a few times. He's also extremely witty and hilarious. Roger is referred to as a Greek god. Roger's dad actually does make it back to his own time and ends up saving Roger's life in the bombing at the train station. The date on Jamie and Claire's obituary was actually not smeared. Her actual death date was December 21st, 1776. My guess is they changed that in the show to move the plot forward at a much quicker speed. Angus and Rupert are not important characters. In fact, they're barely side characters. I love that the show changed this. You meet them in the show. What you don't know about Wendigo Donner and Ottertooth is that they are part of a time-traveling group called the Montauk Five, and that they were guided through the stones by Master Raymond. They give a lot of information about the Standing Stones and all the different locations of the Standing Stones throughout the series. Honestly, like, the list goes on.